There's a little church in New York City, just a block or so from where the World Trade Center used to stand. It was built in the early part of the past century. Rubble from the World Trade Center lies all around that little church, but the church is still standing. And in the midst of almost total devastation, this church is there. I believe it's a symbol of God's people. In the worst of times, we need the best from people. It's not an easy task when such horrible events have occurred. More than one Seventh-day Adventist lost his or her life in the tragedies of September 11. Their families grieve. Still today, they grieve. Other Adventists tell joyous stories of being reunited with loved ones that they feared might be dead. But of course, they also grieve because a great tragedy has struck this planet. So it's natural that we want to do something in response. I want to do something, but what do we do? Well, first, we should pray. It's the very first thing to do in every situation. Jesus wants to be close to us, but particularly when events test our faith, we should pray. Here at the world headquarters of the church, we prayed. Pastor Paulson called us to get together as an employee family of more than 600. We came into our chapel less than 2 hours after that first plane crashed. We prayed. Have you been doing that? I hope so. Jesus loves to listen to you. Ellen White tells us that prayer is the key in the hand of faith to unlock heaven's storehouse. We also need to do some tangible things. Chaplain Marty Feldbush from our office went to New York City. He's trained pastors there to be skillful grief counselors. Many people need to talk with somebody who's sympathetic, someone who loves Jesus. So in the next few months, our pastors will help many people to know about a God who loves them so much that He gave His only Son to be sacrificed. What else should we do? Well, we could pray some more. In our churches, Adventist churches throughout North America have opened their doors for the community to come in to pray. Big cities, like here in Washington, have churches open. Small towns, Bozeman, Montana, Adventist churches are centers of prayer. Has your church met together to pray? I hope so, for there's great comfort. There's great strength in the family of believers who pray together. God tells us in Hebrews not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. Adventist Disaster Response is working with agencies of the United States. You see, your church is a respected partner responding to disasters of all kinds, including these tragedies. Many members here in North America have given blood to help the survivors. Others have donated funds, including people from all around the world. We here have been strengthened by receiving messages of encouragement from our brothers and sisters in Burundi and the Solomon Islands and in Switzerland and in Kenya. Thank you to all of you. You've made our work here in North America easier because we know you're praying for us. Now remember the little church that's still standing in New York? Let's be like that church. Amid all the devastation of this world, let's be there. Be there for people and keep on praying.